Hello, my name is Sushima, and today we are going to talk about cayenne. Why have cayenne in your house, what it contains, why it is useful, why it's therapeutic, and how it can be turned into delicious foods. So I love cayenne. I put cayenne in my buttermilk, I put it in my moru, I put it in my yogurt beverage, I put it in my kvass, I put it on my meats. So here is my meat, and I will put salt and cayenne powder on it. Cayenne is a big preventer of heart attacks. So if you have a person in your home with cardiovascular disease, there's nothing more therapeutic and powerful than cayenne in stopping a heart attack in its tracks. If you have ulcers, if you have indigestion, cayenne contains capsaicin, and it can be graded. It can be levels of very low amounts of heat to very high amounts of heat, and these are called units, Scoville units of heat. And the hotter it is, the better I like it, although even I balk at the Scotch bonnets. Cancers and tumors get busted and dissolved with the enzymes that are inherent in raw organic juice cayenne. So if you have any kind of cancers, if you have heart disease, if you have ulcers, if you have digestive problems, cayenne is this wonderful food medicine that you can have in your everyday life. People use cayenne powder that they purchase in the stores. However, I like to make my own because my mother-in-law grew cayenne, and it was the hottest cayenne and delicious. And then she dehydrated it for us, and it is just absolutely delicious, completely organic, and homemade. And so I recommend, or I invite you to try making your own cayenne powder. You could use it to ferment or age your meats. You know where the powder is coming from. You know it does not have fumigants and pesticides and herbicides in it if you make it with your own dehydrated peppers or buy organic dry peppers. And you can make a variety of cayenne powders, some smoky, some, with different flavors in them. So I recommend cayenne, and this is how I make it. I'm just gonna give you a brief demo. I'm not gonna turn the mixer on because it makes a racket, but you will get the picture. And now I'm going to turn the camera around, and this is it. So this is some organic cayenne, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting it up. I'm cutting it up so that the seeds are left behind at the bottom. And I'm going to take this cayenne right here and pour it into my mixer. And when I pour it into my mixer, I'm going to get a wonderful cayenne powder that I'm going to use in my cooking. I'm going to use it to ferment or to spice my fermented meats. I'm going to use it in this buttermilk dish that I make, buttermilk beverage that I make called moru, or a yogurt drink or kefir. I just love it. I just love it. It gives me energy. Cayenne induces something called nitric oxide synthesis. It increases, it dilates your capillaries. It is great for people with hypo or hypertension. So it is a natural food that is also medicine, and if you invest in a nice, I think Sunshine gave me this. Thank you, Sunshine. It's an old Molly-Nex, but they are amazing to grind your spices, and you just put it in like that. Go in the hole. You have your own cayenne powder. Now, don't be putting your nose right next to it because you will suffer 100 deaths, or worse, your eyes. Or don't put your hands in it. Use a spoon to remove this and put it into your spice tin, which is what I'm going to shortly do. So my spice tin looks like this. gonna put the cover back on. And as you can see, I don't have cayenne here. So the cayenne's gonna go in there. I left the seeds behind. I have a wonderful cayenne powder, and I'll be using this in my cooking. So liven up your cooking. Liven up your cooking. Don't get cayenne powder up your nose. Open your mixer with care. But if you make your own cayenne powder, you will reap rich dividends. You don't need statins. You don't need ulcer medications. You don't need aspirins. You don't need anticoagulants, platelet. You don't need beta blockers. You need cayenne in your life. Between turmeric and cayenne, you will have two very, very powerful medicines that are also foods and that balance your whole system. So here's today's trial. Make your own cayenne. Make your own cayenne powder with fresh organic cayenne peppers. And you can choose the heat that you use. I use very hot peppers, but you don't have to. So here's to your good health, and enjoy making your spice powders.